Deskercise is aimed at people who work in a desk-based environment or those who must spend long periods of time sitting down. The routine is simple and can be performed while seated. So we're going to begin by sitting at the edge of our chair with our feet flat on the floor and facing forward. We're going to work down through the body, starting from our neck, and we're going to perform each movement slowly and avoiding any jerking movement. So to begin, we're going to start with our neck, and we're going to simply look over our shoulder to our right. We're going to look back to center, and then we're going to look over to our left and back to center. Next, we're going to move down to our shoulders. We're going to begin with doing small shoulder circles backwards, and we're going to increase the movement as we go, forming larger shoulder circles. Again, you can do this movement 4 to 5 times or whatever is comfortable for you. Next of all, we're going to move down to our chest and we're going to do a stretch. So we're going to begin with placing our hands on the bottom of our back with our fingers pointing downwards, and we're going to imagine we're trying to push our elbows together so we feel a nice stretch across our chest here. Next of all, we're going to move down to our elbows. So we're going to start by pushing our hands out in front of us with our palms facing upwards, and we're going to simply close our elbow and then open it again. We're going to close it and open it, and we're going to repeat this movement 4 to 5 times or whatever feels comfortable for you. Next of all, we're going to move down to our wrists, and we're simply going to hold our hands up in front of us like this, and we're going to make small circles with our wrists in an outward motion. We're going to rotate maybe 4 to 5 times, and then we're going to change direction. So we're going to circle our wrists inwards maybe 4 to 5 times as well. Next, we're going to move on to our hands. So we're going to start with having our fists in a loose sort of fist-shaped motion. And we're going to open up our hands, spreading out our fingers in a fan-shaped direction. And again, we're going to do this 4 to 5 times until your joints start to loosen up. Moving down to our hips, we're going to start by sitting to the edge of our chair with our feet flat on the floor and our head facing forward. For this one, we can use our desk for support, or we can use the arms of our chair. And we're simply going to start by lifting one leg off the ground, and we're going to rotate our hip outwards, and then we're going to rotate our hip back into the center. We're going to try that with the opposite leg. We're going to lift up our foot, rotate our hip outwards, and rotate back to the center. And again, we can do that 4 to 5 times. Moving down then to our knees. Again, we're sitting at the edge of our chair and we're using the arms of the chair for support. We're going to lift one leg up slightly off the ground, and we're going to simply straighten out our knee, and then we're going to fold it back in towards the body. So again, we're going to stretch out our knee and then back in towards the body. We're going to repeat that on the other leg, lifting up slightly, kicking out our knee slowly, and then bringing it back towards us. And again, repeating 4 to 5 times. Next of all, we're going to move down to our calves. We're going to start again sitting to the edge of our chair and using the arms of the chair if we need support or our desk in front of us. We're going to start by peeling our heels off the floor, so we're up onto our toes, and then we're going to roll our foot backwards so that we peel our toes off the ground and are up on our heels. Again, we're going to roll forward up onto our toes and then roll backwards onto our heels. And again, that one can be repeated 4 to 5 times. Finally, we're going to move down to our ankles. And again, we're going to start by sitting to the edge of our chair and using the arms of our chair or our desk for support, we're going to lift one foot off the ground and we're going to slowly rotate our ankle in a clockwise direction. We can do that 4 to 5 times and then reverse the direction and rotate the ankle in an anti-clockwise direction before putting our foot back on the ground and repeating with our opposite ankle, rotating in a clockwise direction, then anti-clockwise 4 to 5 times.